Hi everyone! Welcome to a new episode of Annijuuti Knits. My name is Anniina and I'm a knitwear designer from the west coast of Finland, and this is my channel where I share all the things that I design, the design process, behind the scenes and everything else that's on my needles. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, maybe sit down and enjoy this episode. Hi friends! Welcome back. Today we have a new pattern release. We have some good progress on a couple of sweaters, and then we have a new adventure with a brioche knitting. So let's start today's episode with a little housekeeping because we have a new pattern release for today. My Midsummer Magic socks are finally out and available in my Ravelry store. And to celebrate the launch, I have decided to host a little knit-along. So the knit-along lasts until the end of July, so you have plenty of time to join. This is a participatory knit-along, so you don't need to finish your socks. Just cast on between June 6th and July 31st and share your progress in social media or on Instagram with the hashtag Midsummer Magic KAL. Midsummer Magic KAL, and you are eligible for some pattern prizes. But if you do finish your socks, you can submit a little Google form and let me know that you have finished your pair, and then you are eligible for a grand prize, which is a voucher to a yarn shop of your choice. So it needs to be online shop so that I can purchase the gift voucher, but you know, it's your pick, and I will be gifting a little voucher for some yarn shopping. So that is going to be the grand prize, but this is a stress-free knit-along. No need to finish, just enjoy some sock knitting. And to kick things off, I'm of course offering a little discount code, and this discount is 15% off with the code Magic KAL 15, Magic KAL 15, and this code is actually valid until midsummer. So technically midsummer is the 21st of June, but I have decided to have this discount valid until the June 22nd. So you have plenty of time to grab this pattern with a little discount. I hope you join in this knit along and knit up some summery socks with me. So yeah, those were the things that I wanted to tell. I hope you are excited. I will definitely be making another pair of those socks because, I don't know, something about lace and sock knitting in the summer, it just sparks some joy. So you know, if you want to feel a little some midsummer magic, then join along with this little knit along, and I'm looking forward to seeing your progress. What else do we have today? Maybe I should start or continue with what I'm wearing. I am wearing a summer top that I made a couple of years ago already. This is the Lines Summer Top by Simone Ryan, and she goes by Rust Knitwear. I was actually a test knitter for this top. This is a tank top. I'm just wearing it with my summer uniform, which is this wrinkly, my favorite button-up shirt because it's lightweight and I just adore it. But maybe I'll come up a little closer. You can see all of these little lines that goes in the top, and I actually don't wear mine a ton because this is such a thick cotton yarn that I chose to use for my, I think the original one used Line by Sandnes Garn, and it would have been a little bit more breathable option than 100% cotton, which is quite heavy to wear. But today it's rather gloomy outside, so I think it goes well with my outfit today. So that is what I'm wearing, and let's start with the other subjects for today. surprise, surprise, I have completely different projects in today's episode than I had a week ago. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the comments I got with my or for my previous video. I have read all the comments. I haven't responded yet because life has been quite busy, but I truly appreciate all the suggestions and all the help that I got. I haven't touched my granny square cardigan since we last spoke, but I really got some beautiful or helpful tips from you guys, and I really appreciate them. TBD what to expect. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but thank you for helping me out. I think there was few great suggestions, so I'll be definitely reading those comments again before I start working on that. I had some leftovers from my granny square cardigan. I actually finished the squares already, I don't remember, a few months ago. And I had these 3 colors from my Yarning for Winter box by Säie Wool. And I saw these together and I was like, I need to make a scrappy pair of socks. I had the most of this brown one left, and these I just had like 12-14 grams. And I started a pair of scrappy socks, and now they are completely married together. I'll just let it hang there. So this is what I got. I think these colors just complement each other so beautifully, and I'm a huge fan of scrappy stripy socks. I tend to do this formula that fits for my foot perfectly, so 15 round stripes. They are 64 stitches, and I am using 3 stripes for the leg and 4 stripes for the foot. So 45 rounds leg and 60 round foot, and then I'm gonna do a round toe. When I grabbed this yarn, I accidentally took wrong needle size with me, so I took 2.5 millimeter. I usually use 2.25. So I made the cuff, and I thought that it's a little bit uneven and a little bit floppy. It doesn't look as neat as my stockinette. Usually I cast on 68 stitches for the cuff, and then I decrease when I start the leg. But this time, while I was out of the house and I had the wrong needle size, I did 2 cuffs, so both cuffs are done. And when I came home, I decided to switch on to my 2.25 millimeter needles so that I can get an even tension. And I like that the cuff is a little bit looser than the leg, so that it, you know, sits nicely on the calf. And yeah, vanilla on the go knitting. I really enjoy working these stripes. It's always so motivating to work on a stripy project, as you may all know very well, because then it's such a moreish, I'll just finish this stripe, and then especially in these kind of stripy socks, I will cut the yarn, so it's like it feels extra special to be able to cut the yarn off the sock. And yeah, this is going to be my handbag knitting and my travel knitting wherever we go. This is going to be in my handbag. I also have another pair of vanilla socks that's currently in my handbag, so yeah, I'll alternate between those two so that I always have a little sock project in the on the go on hand. So that's the first project that I wanted to share. And then Jyväskylä Knit Festival is fast approaching. It is going to be held a week after Midsummer, so it's going to be, I don't remember the dates correctly, but 26th or 27th is the kickoff, and I am going again because that's a highlight of my knitter's year. So I always want to go and meet up some friends and get inspired by all the lovely people and all the lovely yarn and the vendors. And yeah, that's something that I try to do every summer. This year I wanted to take with me my Lotus Lake tea that I had started. I have shown it to you, and when I last showed it, it was just, I had just joined under the arms. And it's been actually quite nice to have a mindless stockinette project, because my kids already ended school for the school year, so they are going to be home for 10 weeks. And I have now 2 weeks off from work, and we are, you know, we have been quite active and, you know, going here and there and everywhere. So basic vanilla knitting is a go-to for me, and especially in the evenings I've been quite tired. So a perfect thing to watch a movie with the kids, and then when they go to bed, continue with some mindless stockinette knitting. So I managed to get into the lace of the hem. I have now worked maybe 10 rounds of it, and I just finished a ball here, and I had an idea. This is the tea pattern that I have released 2023, and I am now working on the pullover version, which has long sleeves and lace cuffs. And I was thinking I might turn this into a Lotus Lake pullover instead, because hello, I live in Finland and summer teas are not really something that we get a ton of wear out of. So I was thinking, I think I might get even a little bit more wear out of this, even though it is a cotton and silk blend. This is, I feel like I'm talking very fast. That probably doesn't surprise you, but I try to slow down. So this yarn is Fibra Natura Papyrus, and it is 77% cotton and 23% silk. It's this beautiful heathered color. It leans a little bit more like lavendery gray, and I think it's a wonderful color. So I have 3 more balls of this. So I was thinking I need approximately half a ball to finish up the lace. So that would leave me 1 ball and a bit for the sleeves. So I was thinking I will use up everything that I have. I will make the sleeves as long as I can, elbow length. If I can get further, great. I would love to have them 3/4 length sleeves, so that it would be a great transitional piece also in the fall and early spring as well. So we'll see. Stay tuned. I think in the next episode I have this finished, and the Lotus Lake pullover pattern is going to be out in time for the festival. So I think it was 27th or 26th when I planned on releasing this pattern. I do need to redo my neckline. With the woolly version, like my pullover version was, I didn't have any problems with the neckline, but because this is completely a plant-based fiber, or is silk is not plant-based, but you know, it's this unstretchy material. It did turn out quite floppy. It's rolling down. You can see on the back it's rolling down, so I need to redo my I-cord edging, but that's fine. I'll rather redo it than get annoyed every time that I wear it. It actually does lay quite nicely when I put it on, but I don't want to be in fear that it starts drooping. So I will be redoing the neckline, and hopefully it will become a little bit tighter fitting or not so droopy. So I'm very excited to work on this. To test knit for my Lotus Lake pullover is nearing the end, and there has been such beautiful versions with my testers, and my original sample has this very tight fitting cuff, but some of them used a little wider cuff, and that also looks so beautiful. So I'm looking forward releasing this pattern. I hope you like that too. But if you want to start with the tea version, you can grab it already. It's available in my Ravelry store. I have a couple more things to show you today. Since I already mentioned that I have been off from work this week, and because I have some time off, I also wanted to take some time off from my design work. And what is a better way than trying out a technique that I'm not very familiar with? So you have probably seen some brioche hats popping up here and there and everywhere, because Andrea Maury did release her Harlow flip hat. So it is an iteration of her Harlow hat. And since I am not very familiar with brioche, and I have tried once or twice before, I have successfully incorporated some brioche into a shawl project by Westnitz. That was the shawlography shawl a few years back, but I haven't done any brioche in the round, so I wanted to learn a new trick and learn some brioche. And what's the better way than learn from a pro? And Andrea Maury is the queen of brioche, or she's very, very good at that. So I really trusted her pattern. I knew that she has some tutorials, and I like her style. So I grabbed my Harlow flip hat with the discount that she had. I didn't start my hat between the challenge that she was hosting, but I thought that I will start at my own pace, and I will show you now what I have done. So first of all, I didn't have any worsted weight yarn that I wanted to use for this hat. It would be it would be wrong to say that I didn't have any worsted weight yarn, but because everyone knows that that's a lie. I didn't have any suitable yarn for that. So I grabbed some DK weight yarn, and this was my first try. You can probably tell it's a little bit wide. I didn't swatch, obviously. I was like, this is a hat. I'll start with a needle size that I think is suited for it. I start with a size that I think is suited for it, and we'll see how it goes. It didn't go well. So DK weight yarn. The other yarn that I'm using here is Drops Cotton Merino, and it is this blue one. And you probably are now shouting to the screen that, are you crazy to use a cotton-based yarn for a hat? Yes, I know. It was a bad idea. And I originally started with 3.5mm needles. With a DK weight yarn, I thought that they are a good match. Probably because I'm not very used to brioche. It didn't turn out very well. So that was size 3.5mm needles. I am hoping that this could be something for either of my sons, because they are warming up a little bit for mommy made hats or something. So I'm riding that wave, and I am making some hats for them to choose from coming for the next winter. And I hope that they are going to wear some of my hats. But I did change the other yarn. So first of all, you probably want to see the results. Here is what I have. It's leaning a little bit, or like biasing a bit. I hope that it changes when I block it. So I'm using leftover yarns that I have made socks with. I have talked about this yarn quite a few times already if you are not new to my channel. This is Concept by Katja Taika, and I made some socks. I have made many pairs with this yarn, but I had this green color. I had like 70 grams of this. I don't know if that's enough, but I have another color too. Maybe I have it here, maybe not. I'll go with not. But I have this, oh, it's here. I have this gray blue color, and this goes from green to blue, so I think I'm gonna continue with this if this is not enough. So yeah, I have enjoyed. I am extremely proud of my 2-color tubular cast on. Andrea had a great video, and I had to do it now twice because the first one wasn't a success. But the second time I made it, I think it looks great. It looks great from both sides. And I'm really, really pleased how I managed to do it. I did take smaller needles, so I'm now using 3mm needles with this Novitan Alle. This is an old skein from my grandmother, and this is when they still did 150-gram balls, and this is a Sport to DK weight yarn, and it is a sock yarn, so it has 75% wool and 25% polyamide, and I am holding it together with this merino polyamide sock yarn or merino nylon. I'm not completely sure, but they go together pretty well. I think the green yarn is maybe just tiny bit thicker, but that's okay. They work really well together. Both sides look great, and I have enjoyed learning a new trick, and now I can add this to my knitting toolbox that I have done something like this. I thought that a hat is a good project to familiarize a new technique because it's rather quick, and I kind of like this yarn because it's similar to this spin cycle-esque coloring that Andrea used in her. I really like that it was a gradient in the hat, so this is also a gradient yarn, and it's looking fantastic, if I may say so myself. I have one more project for today, and that is my Shadow Lines sweater. I have wanted to work on something mindless. As I said, I've been home with the kids, and after they go to bed, I have wanted to work on something very simple, something soothing, something I don't need to think about, and my Shadow Line sweater was exactly that. Simple stockinette knitting with stripes, which always makes it go faster. And here's what I have. Since I last showed it to you, I was here in the white stripe. I had just started this white stripe, and I have now finished the body, except that I'm still in the ribbing. It is a twisted rib, so it takes a little bit longer, and I stopped in the middle of it because I felt like I needed something simpler, and I went into some sock knitting. But this is a pattern in the works, and this pattern is going to come to testing at some point, hopefully latest in August, so that we can have it for October or November time this year. So yeah, this is the second version. This is now the round neck version. I had the original V-neck, and I'm making another V-neck version as well, and it's holding 2 strands together. This is Cascade Heritage together with Isager silk mohair, and this is actually repurposed yarn that I frocked from a Lento sweater, and then this white is also some stash yarn with leftover mohair. So I didn't want to buy anything, but I think it looks fantastic, if I may say so myself. This, I'm just so super excited about it, and I already took my sleeve needles here so that once I finish the body, I can pick up for the sleeves and start working on those. So yeah, a nice and surprising progress. I didn't plan on working on a mohair sweater at the moment, but you know, you never know what life throws at you and what tickles your knitting pickle. So yeah, this is something that I've been working on lately. And if you are not interested in the live chat and you want to leave me here, thank you so much for joining me today's episode. If you are not subscribed to my channel and you liked what you saw, please give me a like and maybe subscribe to my channel, because that's always a good way to get informed when a new video is out. So thank you for your company, and we are now sliding on to the live chat portion. So, as I told you, we are now on a little vacation, or the kids are home for quite a long period of time. My husband has been away this week. He is playing in a marching band, so he's been away for a whole week, and he is coming back tomorrow. But we are going to go for a little family vacation next week, and we are traveling a little bit, and I think I will be having a lot of travel knitting, in the car knitting and in the plane knitting. So I will be having a little bit more time. But I've been thinking of what project to bring with me, and I have landed on a couple of things. I think I will be taking my stripy socks, because that's perfect travel knitting. And we are going to be away for a little bit, so I thought that I would take my Coastland shawl. So this is still in a very in progress stage, because I have plenty of knitting to do for this shawl. This is worked from along like a bottom up, so it's going to be decreased into a point. And I'm using linen quill. This is a fingering weight linen, alpaca and Highland wool blend. And the colorway is chestnut red, and I just absolutely love how it's working up. I really want to have this shawl finished for fall, because it is a huge, squishy, lovely wrap kind of a shawl. I wear my shawls around my neck. I don't usually have them on my shoulders, but this is something that I'm planning on taking with me, because it is a lot of garter stitch, and I really want to have this finished. So I think those two projects are something that I'm taking. I might pop in another sock project in the car just in case, but I think I'm covered with those two little projects. But we are traveling abroad, and it's the first time for my kids in a plane. They are very excited, and it's nice to have some family vacation time. We didn't do any trips last year, and this year we have the opportunity to go, so that's always so nice. And yeah, exciting things coming up this fall. When they are all confirmed, I will tell you, but that I can tell you that my husband is now a full-time coffee roaster. He owns his own business, and he left his project managing job, and he's out of the out of the corporate world, and he's now roasting coffee and following his dreams. So that's always good news, and I'm very excited for him. He found a beautiful place where he can roast his coffee, and we are eager to see how things evolve. But I'm really happy to see him happy. It's very nice to see that he gets to do what he wants, and he doesn't feel, you know, this worthlessness or anything. So that's good news, and we are very excited for him, and we are excited for this summer. After 2 weeks I'm going back to work. I have to work for 4 weeks, and then I have another 2 weeks off, which is great. So something to look forward to, and I hope you have a sunny, wonderful summer, and you are enjoying some slow stitches and stress-free times. And I hope you enjoy enjoy the weather, enjoy outdoors, and that's what I hope for us too. So thank you for joining me today. It was lovely to talk to you, and I will see you next time. So bye for now.